Alright, so what is going on, guys? Welcome to another Garden Warfare 2 video. Today, I'm going to be taking you through the easiest ways to complete the Blue Trial of Recollection. This is by far probably the most difficult trial I've done so far. I've done the red one, the blue one, and the green one on PlayStation 4, and by far the blue one was the most difficult. I know a lot of people have issues with the red trial as well, so if you do want to go check out a tutorial on how to complete that, I will leave a link down in the description. It is a very easy trial to complete if you do follow the tutorial that I do show in the video. This one, however, is a lot more difficult. I have a few methods of how you can complete this trial, so let's get straight in with today's video. So a quick summary of the blue trial is it's a memory challenge. For those that are good at memory challenges, this may be very, very easy, but I'm sure for a lot of you, remembering a lot of symbols in only a small amount of time is going to be very, very difficult. Now, the symbols we have are a shovel, a boot, a lawnmower, a flamingo, a fence, a flower pot, a watering can, and also a mushroom, and you have 4 different puzzles you need to complete. The first puzzle is 3 symbols, the second one is 5 symbols, and the last 2 are 7 symbols each, so it can become very, very difficult at the end, and you only have 1 minute and 9 seconds to complete this entire trial, so it can be very difficult, but I do have a few methods on how this can become a little bit easier, and then you can go and get yourself your blue code. Now, I've also tried the method to skip every other symbol. So for example, on the first puzzle, I'll only jump on the second symbol, and then I'll walk around the second door. I'll then jump on the second and 4th symbol, and I'll keep doing this until I do get to the end, and you cannot complete the trial. It does not class it as completing the trial because you've not jumped on every single symbol, and you can see on screen right now, I can still see the code at the back of my screen, but the only reason I can see that is because I've already completed it, and so this door has opened. For those that have not completed it yet, you cannot skip any symbols to actually get to the end of the puzzle. You have to jump on every single symbol and light up every single pad that needs to be able to complete this trial. So the first method I have of being able to complete this very, very easy is have someone in the room with you. You memorize the first half of the puzzle and they memorize the second half. That way you don't need to remember as many symbols, and it can be a lot easier to do this challenge. So have someone in the room helping you out, and it can become a lot easier. Now, for those of you who cannot have someone in the same room with you, I do have another method that can make it possible. It's just very, very difficult, and literally you are on the last couple of seconds to be able to complete this trial. A couple of times while trying to record this, I was on my way to the puzzle at the end, and I ran out of time and exploded. One time, I was literally half a second away from it, so it can be difficult, but if you are quick at writing letters down, or even better, if you have a computer next to you to type the letter down, it's going to be very, very handy. So the method I have for you is to shorten every single symbol down. I believe there are 9 symbols in total. We have a chute, a boot, a lawnmower, a flamingo, a fence, a flower pot, a watering can, a mushroom, and also a wheelbarrow. So I'm just going to shorten every single one of these symbols down to 1 letter. The shovel is going to become S, the boot is going to become B, the lawnmower is going to become L, there is flamingo, fence, and flower pot, so I decided to keep the flower pot as P for the pot, flamingo stays as F, and the fence I'm going to change to a G for a gate, because you do get fences and gates together. The reason for that is because you don't want any confusion. So flamingo F, fence is going to G for gate, and flower pot goes to P for pot. We also have watering can, which I'm putting as C for can, because can is a lot shorter than watering, M for mushroom, and also B for wheelbarrow. So there we go, those are the symbols shortened down to 1 letter, and the reason you want to put them down to 1 letter is because you're going to want to type these out or write these out very, very quickly, and it's a lot more quicker typing out 1 letter than an entire word. So once you have got all your letters down and you can memorize from looking at a symbol what that letter is going to be, you're going to want to memorize the first 2 objectives on the top of your head. The reason for this is because if you write them down, you're not going to have enough time to get to the end of the puzzle. So the 3 symbol and the 5 symbol stage, you want to try and memorize those off the top of your head. It shouldn't be too difficult to do the first 2. It just gets a little bit more difficult once you get to the 7 symbols a little bit later on in the challenge. So once you have got past the first 2 stages, you want to write down or type down as quickly as you can in order the letter of every symbol in order. So for example, it could be shovel, boot, lawnmower, flamingo, fence, flower pot, watering can, which would be S, B, L, F, G, P, C. And you can just quickly glance over at these letters and you will know what the symbol is going to be. You want to type these down or write these down very, very quickly because you are going to run out of time. And it's just a very easy way how you can get to the end of the challenge. Luckily, you can sometimes get one which could be fence every other time. So it could be pot, fence, spade, fence, flamingo, fence, shovel, and it makes it a lot easier. You can be very lucky with those, but they are not very, very common. But I would recommend shortening every single one of these symbols down to one letter, writing them down or typing them down, and then it's going to make it a lot easier. So hopefully you did find this a very helpful tutorial. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below it helped you to complete this quest. Hopefully it's going to help at least one person out, and then I will be very happy. But I would suggest shortening every symbol down to one letter. The fence I would put to G for gate because gates and fences do go together, so it does work out very useful. Flamingo you could put to bird, but you do also have a boot, so you don't want to put that as B for bird. So I do keep the flamingo as F. Fence is G for gate, flower pot is P for pot, and hopefully you did find this method useful. So the first and second puzzle, memorize off the top of your head. As you're walking down to the third puzzle, start writing or typing the letters down. Complete that one very quickly, type down the next ones as well, and hopefully you can get through it very quickly. Now, like I did say, it is on the edge of completing it. You're only going to have a few seconds left over, so that's why I recommend typing than writing, because it's a lot easier to type the letter P rather than pick up a pen and write the letter P down and stuff like that. So hopefully you do find this very useful. It is difficult. I think the first time it took me about half an hour. I know some people it's took hours. So hopefully you did find this tutorial very easy. But thank you very much for watching. My name is ZEROxFUSIONZ, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time.